Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to our virtual rehearsal for the Bohemian folk song is what we're looking at right now. This is for your upcoming recital on May 16. Ooh, that's a good idea. You should grab a pencil. You got it? Okay, if you do not already have that written down at the top of this piece of music, please do it now. So take that pencil and write May 16, and then directly under that, I want you to write rain date May 23. All right, so May 16, rain date May 23. We will do whatever we can to make that 16th date work for us. If there's like a small shower coming through, then we'll just delay the start of the recital for 15 or 20 minutes. If it's something that we just cannot work around, that's what that May 23rd date is for. Okay. All right, so we're looking up at the first four measures. We're only looking at the first four measures. Thirds, you have those eighth notes all to yourself in that first measure. And then seconds and firsts join you in measure two. Thirds only, let's hear thirds only. Oh, yeah, you need your instrument. If you don't have it, go pause the video and go get it. Okay, and then now that you're back, and everybody else, here is those first four measures. This is third clarinet only. We'll play together. 1, 2, 3, ready, set. Just like that. All right, seconds and firsts. It's your turn now. We're going to start right on measure 2. So you're going to wait for that measure of third clarinets playing eighth notes, and then here's measure 2 where you come in. 1, 2, 3, ready, set. Okay, and we all line up together on that first beat of measure 4. Everybody has 1 at the same time, and then everybody has a rest on beat 2. So you'll hear 1 and then a silence, and then we'll go on from there. All right, this is everybody, the first 4 measures. I'll be hopping back and forth on the eighth notes just to help you keep track of them. But here's those first 4 measures, everybody together. 1, 2, 3, ready, set. Just like that. Now, if you're like, but I want to hear it, everybody, in just a moment, we will get an opportunity to do that. Don't worry. All right, looking at measure 5, looking at measures 5 and 6, seconds and thirds. This is you. The quarter notes that you have here, whenever you have this quarter note, quarter rest, I want you to put a little bit of length on that first quarter note so it comes out 1, 2. And then in measure 6, you have the 2 eighth notes and then the 2 quarter notes. We're going to put a little bit of a lift on beat 2. We're going to shorten beat 2 just a little bit of space between beats 2 and 3. It's going to sound like 1 and 2, 3. So those first 2 measures, 5 and 6, measures 5 and 6, are going to sound like. And then going on from there. Okay, let's go ahead and try it together. This is going to be measures 5 through 12. Measures 5 through 12, just seconds and thirds. First, we'll come back to you in just a moment. And 1, 2, 3, measure 5, go. That's measures 5 through 12. All right, first, let's let you come back in, and we're going to play together, everybody now, with audio, starting in measure 5. First, you can take your pickup if you would like to, and right on measure 5. And 1, I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so that for let's try that again. I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So first, you can take your pickup 3, and then everybody else will be coming in on 1 on measure 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yay! All right, And now in measure 13 seconds, you get to have the melody 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, while firsts and thirds have the accompaniment. Firsts and thirds, the trouble that we sometimes will run into in this section is that dotted half note wants to get shortened. Make sure that you're holding that dotted half note all the way through 3 beats. Don't shorten it and then go on to the next measure, because you'll be early and seconds still have music to play there. All right, so now this is everybody measure 13. I'm going to help you keep track of the dotted half note, but this is everybody measure 13 to the bottom of this first page. Okay, so here you go. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, and 1. And again, we all line up in the same place right here in measure 20. We play 1 together. Everybody has a quarter rest on beat 2 together. Okay, cool. Let's go back and try this first page all the way through. And I'll help you like jump in and give cues and give visuals every now and then. But this is the first page. Everybody's playing, so get those instruments ready. 1, 2, 3. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, lift. Hold those dotted halves. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Good job. All right. Now we get to the second page. First, we're going to start with you. Seconds and thirds, move fingers. Take a look at your part. Walk your fingers through it. First, the mordaunt, the ornament that's there. Let's play it right now without. Just don't ignore all of them. Don't do any of them. Oh, it would help if I switched to that page on your music too, wouldn't it? Here we go. There you go. So we're going to leave off those mordaunts for the moment. We'll come back to them, don't worry. But for right now, just leave them out. Okay, we're going to take your pickup at the bottom of page 1 and then hop up to the top of page 2. No mordaunt. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready. Just like that. Worry about getting the notes and the rhythms in place first, then go back and decorate it. Now, on the topic of decorating it, if you do not feel comfortable putting all of those mordaunts in, if you don't feel comfortable ornamenting all of the notes that it asks for, pick one. Pick one. So for example, look at measures 21 and 22. You see that there's an A in each measure that has that mordaunt on it. And then if we look further at measures 29 and 30, again, there's that one note that has that mordaunt. And so if you want to just pick one note, maybe just pick the A and start with that, okay? The mordaunt, if we've talked about this in your lessons, but just in case, it's like a little baby trill. Instead of, doing as many turns as you possibly can, we're just gonna put one turn of the finger and then go on to the next note. So it's gonna sound... Okay? Again, if you're not comfortable with doing all of them, pick one note. I could do the A to B flat. Okay, do that. Or I could do the G to A in the next set of eighth notes. Pick one note to do. And then once you feel comfortable with that one note, add another one. Well, but then what if I don't make it to where I'm playing all of them? What if you don't? It'll be okay. Do what you can. Do what you can. If you make it to all of them, great. If not, pick one. If you get to 2, that's even better. So right now, I want you to pick one note. I want you to pick one note to try. And when we play it in just a second, I want you to actually try it with that one note. If you've already been working on one and you want to add another one, this would be a good time to do that. But you go ahead first and practice that for just a moment. Seconds and thirds. The trouble that we often run into on this page is that we're not waiting for that quarter rest. So 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, wait. Remember, there's other notes that need to be played here, and so I know that waiting on that rest can feel long sometimes, but it is ever so important that that silence be there, that that quiet be there, and then that your next note come in at the right time. Okay, so here is seconds and thirds. We're going to start right at the top of the second page. This is measure 21, and 1, 2, 3, ready, set. Wait. 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 All right, and so again, I'm bouncing back and forth just so that you can hear where entrances are, but we will get a chance to hear it in context here in just a moment. All right, first, come on back. And now this is everybody at the top of page 2. I'm actually going to back the audio up a little bit just so that we get a little bit of a running start at it. All right, but this is everybody at the top of page 2. First, get ready to take your pickup at the bottom of page 1. And 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, wait. Wait. 1, 2, wait. 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 All right. And so the nice thing about doing rehearsal this way is that we get to go back and do it as many times as you feel like you need to, which is what we're going to do right now, actually. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning. And I'm going to stay out of it in terms of like making sound. I'm not going to talk over it or anything like that. I'm just going to let you play along with it and let you hear what does it sound like in context. I'll give a couple of visual cues, but I'm not going to make any sound in here. All right, so this is the top of page 1, and we're going to go all the way through. And that way, when we're done, you can go back and do this as many times as you need to. All right, so here we go at the top of page 1. 1, 2, and ready, set, go. Yay! All right, so that is our virtual rehearsal for the Bohemian folk song. Thanks for coming. I hope this is helpful. I hope that you will be able to go back and listen and play and kind of get used to what everybody's part sounds like. May 16th is coming really quick. So get practicing. And if you haven't already gone to the rehearsal track for the woodwind choir piece, you want to do that really soon. I'm going to finish putting together the saxophone and flute ensemble rehearsals, and then I will get onto that woodwind choir rehearsal because you already have that track. I'm going to put that last. But thank you for coming. If you have questions, email me, ask me in your lessons. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.